Hey, this is Joe with Grow It Build It, and today I'm going to tell you how to grow Penstemon Hirsutus. Penstemon Hirsutus is also known as Hairy Beardtongue or Northeastern Beardtongue. It is a wildflower native to North America. Its native range covers roughly Wisconsin down to Tennessee, over to Virginia, and then up to Maine, covering all points in between. It's most prominent in the Northeast, though, and the North Central, so another common name is Northeastern Beardtongue. And it's similar to foxglove beardtongue and purple false foxglove in that it has those beautiful tubular flowers, and it's in the Penstemon family. But what sets it apart is this one blooms much earlier than any other Penstemon. It'll start blooming in late spring and be done by early summer. So I'm in zone 6 or 7. My flowers start blooming roughly the last week of May, and by the end of the first week of July, they're all done. But the foliage will stick around all season long, so it'll still look good. It's a good plant for landscaping, though. I mean, mine are that we're seeing here. These are all in like a backyard wildflower, wild prairie area. But its bloom time bridges the gap between like bulbs and columbines up to echinacea and midsummer flowers. So it's a good way to keep something in bloom for the pollinators all year long. Its compact size make it versatile for landscaping. It's only 12 to 18 inches tall, which is 30 to 45 centimeters, and you can pack them in tight, with a 1 foot spread or spacing. It can go full sun or partial shade. It can go in dry sites to slightly moist sites. The soil I grow mine in is anything from hard compact clay to like kind of a sandy, rocky clay. Um, the main pollinator I see on it's bumblebees. It will attract hummingbirds as well, but the main thing I see is bumblebees, probably because it's in the backyard. But they have to crawl up that tubular flower and get the pollen. So it's kind of fun to watch. So it's hard to follow the camera here because I'm just trying to follow this one little bumblebee as he works hard to get that pollen. He's got to crawl up each flower and dig it out of there. But it's got a high wildlife value, though. It's also a larval host for the Baltimore checker spot butterfly. That is a medium-sized butterfly that looks really nice. But this is a really cool plant to have in your garden or your yard. Um, it, the versatility make it nice. The compact size make it so it can go where I'm growing it in a wild area or in a manicured flower bed in the front yard. It'd be fine there as well. It's interesting to look at. It's pretty. Um, it's really just a cool plant. Now, it is a clump forming plant, so what starts out as one little stalk will eventually turn into a massive clump that'll, I mean, I don't know the upper size of it. I mean, it could just be a foot diameter. Um, but it's not, I mean, it's going to spread like that, but it won't spread by like throwing a rhizome and having new plants pop up 10 feet away like goldenrod or something. But I've never seen this in a garden center or a nursery. The best way to get it is probably just to buy a pack of seeds and grow them. This is what a seed head looks like on the plant. This is actually in the spring, it's still there. But these little capsules all contain seeds. And you just kind of take the seed heads and crush them and pop them in your hand, and all the seed is released. And they're very tiny, very hard seeds. I'm not going to show you a video on how to plant them because these little things need light to germinate, so you just need to sprinkle them on the soil or on a pot that you're going to grow it in. It does need to go through a winter, so winter sow these seeds and they'll germinate readily in the spring. If you're watching this in the summer and you want to grow it, go get a pack of seeds, and you can simulate a winter by using a paper towel, Ziploc bag in the fridge, which I'll put a card in the right, and you can watch a little video I made on how to do that. It's cold stratification simulating a winter. But this is what seedlings look like not long after they germinate and start producing true leaves. And also this is what a seedling looks like. This is actually a second-year plant. It went through the whole winter in one pot. It's not very happy in that pot, but it is alive. And I actually planted these out this year. But it's a tough plant, though. Now, look, we do have a very detailed article at our website, growitbuildit.com, which I'll link to, which you can go check out if you want to get more info on this. But this is what, when I said it's clump forming and self-seeding, that's what it is. This is all hairy beardtongue plants, but I mean, I can't say this is all self-seeding. This is kind of assisted seeding by me. But anyways, I'm going to thin them out because it's starting to encroach on my butterfly weed. But anyways, you can just dig this out. It's got a fibrous root system, and you can chop it up as you're going and put it wherever you want. But here's a good picture of what the fibrous roots look like. So there's no taproot on this plant, so that makes it very easy to divide. You should only divide this thing in like early spring or late fall. You can do it at other times, but you're going to have to water the heck out of it. It's just hard to keep them alive when they're blooming or just after they've been blooming. So best to do it when they're, well before it's bloom time. But there it is. Now I've got a couple other clumps that I can go throw in some other area that I've been clearing and removing invasives from. So it's easy to divide in that regard. It's a tough plant. I won't say I've tried to kill them because I haven't, but I've been very rough with these plants over the years, stepping on them and chopping them up, and they always seem to bounce back, moving them around. So here I'm going to get rid of a little bit of goldenrod, which has no problem finding a new place to grow every day. It seems like a new one pops up. And I'm just going to put some of this Penstemon Hirsutus in its place. But yeah, this is a really cool plant to grow. It's real pretty. It blooms a long time for a perennial. It's good for the bees and has a high wildlife value. It looks cool. Your neighbors ain't going to have it. And there's really not much bad I can say about this plant. I mean, it's I don't know. I really like it. I'm probably going to be growing some other kinds of Penstemons in the coming years. Actually, this year. But it's a fun plant to have around, and you got to check it out. Now, if you got any questions, please ask them in the comments. If I got some experience with your question, I'll answer it as best I can. If you guys enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more of this, and you guys have a good day.